trying to represent as many students as I can, and by doing that, by not speaking for students, but relaying the experiences of students that have come and spoken to me about their experience in the classroom, reaching out to students in my class, making sure that they're aware of the resources that they have through the AS and aware of what, at least specifically, my position can do for them and other positions can do for them. Because that is the one thing that we all have in common. We all do go to class, and I think that's one place where the board is kind of level playing field. You know, I walk into a classroom, I'm a student just like everyone else, and I can outreach to other students in the classroom without them necessarily having to know that anything, yeah, sorry, lost my train of thought there. But yeah, beyond that, I have been representing students on campus, and specifically with my job this year, working to represent students in different university committees where I'm typically one of the only, if not the only, student representative, and making sure that I'm empowered enough to speak up for students, speak up on behalf of students when something happens, like when they tried to, and eventually did, remove the ability to opt out of English 101 this year. So making sure that you are empowered to stand up to administrators when they're doing something that's not in the best interest of the students, I think is a very important part of representing 15,000 students on campus in the presidential position.
Thank you. All right, would you like me to repeat the question?
No, thank you.
So I think it may be a big elephant in the room here that I've worked for the AS for less than a year. And I want to emphasize again that the majority of the students on our campus have not been in the AS. They've not even had an on-campus job. So with that, I want to say that I know that I have the ability to be approachable, relatable, and what's that other word I was saying earlier?
Approachable, relatable.
Dang it.
Accountable? No.
That's one of those. Anyway, sorry. And so I know that I've been accessible. That's what it is.
Okay.
I know I've been accessible through my club leadership, through my experiences as a reporter. I'm always on call, whatever happens. You know, when the riot happened earlier, one of us went out and shot it. One of us went out and photographed it. We photographed it. Excuse me. And so wow, shot. So. Going off of that, it's like we need to have representatives who are known by the students, who can be pointed out and recognized and say, hey, I know your name and I've talked to you and I knew you before you were a representative. So that's what I think makes me the best candidate to represent the more than 15,000 students on this campus. Thank you.
Would you like me to repeat the question?
Why not?
All right. What makes you the best candidate to represent the more than 15,000 students on this campus?
Because I'm one of them. I'm one of those 15,000 students, and so are you. I'm a senior at Western, so I've been here for 4 years. I've had a long Western experience, you can say. Plug this one more time. I'm 23 years old, so I understand what your questions are, and I understand what you need, and I can answer your questions before you can even ask them. I've been a resource as an RA, and I've pointed people in the right direction and have supported them through the goals that they've wanted to accomplish. I have understanding, knowledge, and experience of the organization and the Western community as a whole. So I can understand how to better support the individuals that are a part of the organization, but then also draw in those individuals that are not a part of the organization. Because it's one thing to bring the AS to students, but it's another thing to bring the students to the AS. Because we've been here, as Carly already said, for 100 years. And why isn't every student involved with the AS? Because you're contributing towards the funds, and if you're not getting a return, then it's kind of a poor investment, if you ask me. So I want to, increase that connection and increase that voice, and I know what my goals are. I know how to accomplish them. I'm not going to waste my time understanding who I am and how I can do this position, because I know who I am and I know what I want to do, and I'm going to make the change and be part of the positive solution that I want. As a VP, I understand the fundamental structure of the AS and how each individual position plays in this fun dynamic that makes the board of directors.
Thank you very much for your answer. Thanks. All right, everyone. Excellent job, candidates. All right, you all have the opportunity to partake in the refreshments in the back. We will reconvene at 8:25. Huh? Where's the exit door go? goes out here. You three follow back. You get one. So that it's